Have you ever noticed how we only understand what's beautiful because we know what's ugly? Or how we appreciate kindness because we've experienced cruelty? These opposites seem to shape everything in life, helping us make sense of the world. But what if, instead of opposing forces, they are actually two parts of the same whole? According to Taoism, opposites like beauty and ugliness, or good and bad, are not separate, they exist because of each other. This idea of duality shows up in everything we experience. For example, we understand what it means for something to be easy only because we have faced difficult situations. Similarly, we recognize light only because we have seen darkness. Taoism teaches us that these opposites are not meant to fight each other, but rather work together to create balance in the universe. It's like two sides of a coin, one cannot exist without the other. But why are opposites so important? Why does life depend on both sides of the spectrum? Without ugliness, would beauty still matter? Without difficulty, would we value ease? This duality is what helps us appreciate the richness of life. Imagine a world where everything was easy all the time. Would we even notice or appreciate ease if we didn't know what struggle felt like? Taoism suggests that opposites are essential because they highlight and give meaning to each other. When we compare this Taoist view of duality with how we usually see the world, there's a shift in perspective. Often, we are taught to choose between good and bad, or to strive for the pleasant while avoiding the unpleasant. But Taoism invites us to accept both sides equally. Instead of seeing them as enemies, it suggests we embrace both beauty and ugliness, ease and difficulty, as natural parts of life. In fact, each gives the other its value, making life fuller and more meaningful. But doesn't this way of thinking make it harder to pursue what's good? If good and bad are seen as equally necessary, does that mean we shouldn't try to make things better? Not at all. Taoism doesn't argue against making life better or seeking happiness. It simply reminds us that trying to avoid the difficult parts of life is impossible. Challenges, pain, and difficulties are just as much a part of existence as joy and success. By accepting both, we can find peace in any situation rather than constantly fighting against the natural flow of life. In conclusion, opposites like beauty and ugliness, ease and difficulty, are not enemies but partners that help us understand and appreciate life more fully. By embracing both sides, we create balance and harmony. Next, we'll explore how governing through simplicity and reducing desires can lead to a peaceful and harmonious society.